Oh God, I don't know. What else is there to talk about? One thing, it's going to be funny, for anyone who's listening. I know that Tom, who we're going to have on the show here, and we will catch up with him soon. So David and Tom, they are going to be back on. And we will also have Freddie from Weapons of Anew back on. I just need to make sure I do my part, a better job making sure that they know when exactly I'm going to be calling them. Because, Tuesday, late, we'll see what happens. But Tom is friends with Corey Taylor, from Slipknot. And I saw this thing on Blabbermouth not too long ago, and he was talking about he sang so hard that he ruptured a testicle. I'm sorry, man. I'm not buying it. I was working out the other night. I might have ruptured a lot of things when I was doing like my douchebag CrossFit stuff the other day. It wasn't exactly CrossFit. I used to do that. I'm doing something new now. And if anything was going to rupture a testicle, all right, it would have been doing what I did the other day. My boy Tony, who and I, we've pledged one another, we're going to lose 100 pounds between ourselves by Halloween. So everybody, as you watch me and, and Zach and Ambler and other hosts that we're going to have on the show as time progresses, you're going to see me shrinking up. I'm going to be like thinner, it's going to be like a Stephen King horror novel. But, I've, to my knowledge, I've never even come close to rupturing a testicle. Is it possible to rupture a testicle singing, or is Corey just to try to steal headlines?
I don't buy it. He's got this semi-nude new girlfriend. They're all in love and big romance and this, that, and the other. I'm thinking maybe some possible yodeling during a moment of extreme passion.
I know. I knew that's where you were going, Amber. Miss Frisky. I knew that's where you were going. Have you ever ruptured anyone's testicles in a moment of hot passion?
Not to where that 911 had to be called. It was just, God. Press, and we were good.
Yeah. Now, Zach, obviously we talked about your band Voodoo Prophet, but that's certainly not the first band you've been in, you've been rocking out for years now. Have you ever been in a band where the lead singer ruptured a nut?
Well, I'm just going to say flat out no. I'm just going to give a big old no.
Or at least that he told you.
Yeah,
no, I could still give you a big flat out no. Because if that were the case, I would have brought it up immediately. Been like, oh yeah, but no.
Your nut just ruptured all over the stage.
I can understand blowing vocal cords, maybe even cracking a rib somehow. Or certainly maybe blowing out a little blood vessel in your head, giving yourself like a real severe headache. I could even understand someone, and this would be awful, but, having like an aneurysm or a brain hemorrhage. Like that happened to Bret Michaels, from Poison back in the day. Remember, he had that brain aneurysm, I think, while he was performing.
Sure did.
Yeah, this is a new one. This should be in like the list of Spinal Tap.
But this is blowing out a testicle, man. I don't know. Like when I'm talking, like right now, I can't feel anything below like my stomach, They always say, breathe with your diaphragm. Breathe with your diaphragm, So it's like I can't feel anything below my diaphragm, not as a result of breathing, or talking or singing. I don't get it. I don't know. I just don't see how it's possible. But, oh, God, have you ever ruptured or, gotten any injuries when you were drumming, Zach? Have you ever sustained any injuries drumming live, in Voodoo Prophet? Or any other bands?
Yes, I have.
Oh, God, this is, okay, come on, man. Anything close to a nut? Anything that would hinder nocturnal activities?
Actually, you know what? I actually did think I came close once in a drum fill, whacking myself right where it hurts. I definitely think that's
ask that.
Yeah, I definitely feel like at least once or twice in my lifetime of drumming that's happened. But the funniest one was when I was like, it wasn't a live performance. It was during a rehearsal. I was doing kind of the same thing in the middle of a drum fill for something, and it just bounced off the floor tom, whacked me right in the eyebrow, and I bow punched a hole right through my floor tom, scared my bandmates half to death. And then, God...
Well, Ambler, for a woman, all right, obviously women don't have testicles. Not all women these days.
I was going to say, I have figured it.
So, well, I don't know what would be the equivalent, if you were to rupture something as a result of like screaming at your husband loudly. Have you ever been in like, just a real heated verbal battle, where you suddenly felt something below the waistline that was just going to
Uterus,
pop?
maybe?
Eh?
When you bust your uterus, you mean? Just
Oh, is that what? Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right. So you've felt uteral pains.
It's a thing.
Is this legit?
Of course, yeah. I mean,
Is it like
that-
menstrual cramps?
that's where we keep our figurative testicles. Is right there in our uterus.
All right. So one of these days, where maybe Zach, since you're friends with Lizzie, or maybe we got to get some of these female rockers on here. There's so many females, in the music industry. I would love to get them on and just to find out, have you ever felt as you were up there rocking out on stage, did you feel your uterus suddenly about to explode?
I think Lizzie, you get a kick out of that one. I just, after kind of meeting her and chatting with her as much as I have, she's got such a good sense of humor. I definitely feel like her and Joe, the guitarist, Joe Hettinger, yeah, I definitely feel like they would have fun with that one.
No, man.
Definitely feel like they'd have fun with that.
Ambler, have you ever collaborated with any of your female friends, that have expressed, anything like that ever happening?
Well, I've never collaborated in that we've never bust a uterus together simultaneously.
Oh, all right.
Well, that's a
But-
good thing.
I ain't dead yet.
The things that can happen in rock and roll, people, you just never know.
No.
Science by Rock Titan. That's what this segment is.
It gives whole new meaning to what it is to bust a nut. You know what I'm saying? So
And
on
not in
that
the pleasant
note,
way.
Yeah. So on that note, that's all our time for Rock Titan Live, everybody.